What's up, everyone? Welcome to Barstool Breakdown, episode 42. And we appreciate all the support. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you are, hit that like, drop a comment. This week, we got a great interview. If you can't tell by the context clues, pardon my take, softball champions, it's Pug. Let's get it.
Get sturdy as fuck.
This is it.
I should be over all the butterflies, but I'm into you. And baby, even on the worst nights, I'm into you.
All right, we're here with a very special guest. You know him from behind the scenes of Pardon My Take. He's the second Pardon My Take guy to be on this podcast. You know him as Pug. How we doing, brother?
Doing good. I'm excited to be here. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, doing good. He's more excited to yell. He's more excited to yell at 99 Pug when Big Cat says numbers. You know, no, actually, that is pretty nonchalant and always at the end. Why does no one steal your number? Actually, you know what? I'm not going to jump into that yet. I'll rewind here. We start it the same way every time. First of all, thank you for coming on the show. Spending a Saturday with us, which is uncommon because usually we try to let you guys have your weekends, but we have been pretty busy with our schedules here. But thanks for coming on. We always start it the same way, and you're a ghost on the internet. It's impossible to do research on you. One, because your name's fucking Pug, so that doesn't help. So what got Pug into Barstool? Like, what was your path into, getting the video job at PMT? How'd that all come to be? And were you a stoolie before? Yeah, what got the Pug into Barstool? Like, what got the dog interested?
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely I was like bouncing around sports like media for a while, like mainly doing editing, but I like had a lot of different, like, my main job before Barstool was I was at the NBA for like 3 years. So I was like video editing for them, just doing like highlight packages, just like working, grinding late nights, doing like highlights, like Snapchat, just like stuff for Instagram, like all that social. And I always followed Barstool loosely. It was mainly like PMT was big for me. I was like huge PMT fan. And then just like Frank the Tank, Caleb, like some other, it was like stuff I saw here and there. So I wasn't like die hard, watched everything like nonstop, but there was like certain things I followed. PMT was number one, easy. So right. I was at the NBA. I was like grinding there for a couple of years, but I was looking for something different. So I actually applied to Barstool. I actually applied for just like a normal video editor position. It wasn't even like PMT. And it was like, I think it was more of like the commercial, like whatever editors. And I didn't hear back from that. But in the interview, I was like, yeah, I'm a big PMT fan. Like I follow this, and this. I'm familiar. Like I can, help out with whatever you need. And then I didn't hear back for like 2 months. So I was like, I didn't get it.
I was like, everybody tells us that they don't hear back for months, and they're like, ah, fuck, and then all of a sudden,
it's just a classic Barstool organization,
right?
But
dude,
so I didn't hear back.
By the way, sorry to cut you off, but
no, you're good. How old do you think I am? Because that's
fuck, god damn it, good question.
Because everyone misses by a lot, but how old do you think I am?
I want to say he's like around our age. I get
28.
Yeah, I want to say around my age, but maybe a little younger. You give me younger vibes than myself. So yeah, 27, 26 would be my
29.
No shit. All right, same age. Yeah, same age.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
There you go. Yeah, I knew we vibe, Pugs.
You said NBA for a couple of years. I was like, dude, this dude working at like 16 years old. I was like, how old is this guy?
Yeah.
So
no, my job, that's like one of the crazier, my job history, like before Barstool, is pretty nuts. But I had like short stints at different places. But I was fresh out of college, I worked minor league baseball. That was like an internship down in Maryland, the Aberdeen Ironbirds. Shout out. And then I worked for ESPN for like 8 months. But that was like, it was just like it was like an 8-month stint where it was kind of like they brought people in and then like you could try to stay out, that kind of thing. And then I interned for the Giants for 6 months.
No shit.
So, it was like Pat Shermer's rookie year, or Saquon's rookie year, like when Pat Shermer was coaching. But that was like a 6-month thing too. So it was like, I was just like trying to make my way in, like stick somewhere, but it's hard in like sports media. Everyone wants to do it. Like everyone wants a sick job with like the NBA or sports team, but like it's actually hard to get in. So the NBA, the NBA was like my long sticking Yeah, or pardon my take. NBA
Yeah.
like the long sticking job I had for a while, and then but
Yeah.
then to continue the story, so I didn't hear back for 2 months, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to bar. Like I was just looking elsewhere. I'm like, I didn't get the job there, and then randomly they're just like, I got a call from the HR guy, and they're like, hey, you want to interview with Hank tomorrow? Like he's moving. This is like when he was moving to third floor, Hank, and so they had an opening for an editor, and they're like, there's like, hey, you want to interview for PMT editor with Hank tomorrow? I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit. But
Right.
and then that's the rest is history. I got offered the job, thank God. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder how that works, dude. Because I mean, I feel like we've heard that from multiple people where it's like they just get a random call or just like a DM, and they're like, "Hey, you want to come in for an interview, or you want to come in try tomorrow, or whatever?" And then it's like, bang, they got the job. I think Lucas, right? The timing with Lucas's job and everything was just crazy. The Dave happened to be there. He drove over. Like, it's just. I don't know, it's
and
crazy,
them finding out that Jerry was lying, all that fun shit.
Yeah, well, that was another piece. That's a different piece, obviously, but
right.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I think
you
they
mentioned
have like a list of people that they like, but it's just like when the timing lines up, kind of thing.
Right.
Like
Right.
when those
Yeah,
things-
I've been on the top of that list for a while now. Yeah, I understand. Just the time is just not there. We'll find the time eventually. But you mentioned that you were loosely like, you weren't. I guess you weren't a stoolie. You knew of Barstool. But you weren't like starting podcasts about it. Nothing crazy like that. So how did that transition from the NBA into PMT? Like, obviously like you were familiar with like what PMT was, but like did you actually like listen to it like on a regular basis, or was it like whatever, if they interviewed someone you liked, were you tuned in before? Like how'd that work?
Yeah, PMT I was like all in on, like big fan. PMT I was like for like several years too, like
so you knew what
it's like 2017 I think, like around then.
Right. So my question kind of is like, how familiar were you like when you first walked? Like, obviously, you get that job, you get hired on to PMT right away. So how familiar were you walking into there? You kind of knew like who the guys were, right? Like that's how I imagine it would be. Like for us listeners who listen 7-8 years now, it's like, oh shit. Like if I were to walk around Big Cat, obviously it's like you think you know who these people are.
Yeah, for PMT, like I knew everyone. I knew like Billy, Jake, like I knew the whole crew. And that was very like, I think I came in on a Sunday, like the day before I started. And they're like, you'll just watch the show, you'll feel it out. And I met Big Cat, I met PFT, I met like everyone. I was like fucking shaking. I was just like, nice to meet, like very calm, very like just not saying much. But so that was very cool. I was very like, for a week or so, I was very like, holy shit. And now it's like second nature, obviously. But I was very like, I was in awe for sure. And then with the other shows, the Yak and some of the other shows, I like kind of got onto later. Like once I was starting, I was like doing research on other shows, so I knew what was going on basically.
No, that makes sense. I feel like who else told us that, Frankie? Someone we interviewed recently said that like, oh, it was Steph. Obviously like Steph wasn't like super into it outside, but as she got like, she became a bigger fan once she became a part of the pirate ship, which I feel like a lot of people do, and like that speaks to the culture of the place. So bringing up the culture, how is that in comparison coming from the NBA, which has got to be very strict and fucking P's and Q's are measured up, and now you're at Barstool Sports, specifically part of my take, who they were just talking about eating ass again last episode. so there's a lot of differences there. What's your biggest contrast there?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely like, I thought it was going to be like a whole culture show, because the NBA is more like, just like the HR meetings, the more, you just everyone on their best behavior, just a normal company, as you should. But getting a Barstool, obviously I didn't know what to expect, but it's still like I was surprised. It's still like there's still like trainings, there's still meetings, there's still like everything you have to do. And everyone's like, I guess I didn't know how the people were going to be, because I didn't know how like behind the scenes, I'm just like, is it just a complete shit show? Or is it like a very well organized company? I just like didn't know much. And I was like pleasantly surprised. Like it's like a lot more organized than I think people understand. Like there's a ton of behind the scenes meeting, like a ton of talk about numbers and like, goals we have to hit, and just like there's like, yeah, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than I think like people realize, which I was
for sure.
surprised. I was surprised to see.
I
I thought it was more chaotic for sure.
I told Paige, I was like, this is the most organized chaos I've ever seen in my life. Like, that's how I describe my kids usually. Like, when they're just in a birthday party, I'm like, this is just organized chaos. But like, you guys, legitimately, it's chaos all the time there. But there's so much organization with, even though there's shit everywhere, mouse traps, glue traps. Like, there was just, we were walking around, there was a rat trap still out. And Paige was like, oh, I thought I cleaned all those up. Like, so there's just like crazy shit like that. But then she also was like, yeah, this is our meeting room for Stella Blue. You know, this is where we do this. And I was like, oh shit, this is definitely a real company, like you said. So it's cool to see that.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, the whole answer that Pug just gave is like, yeah, dude, it's actually a job. Like, no, you believe it or not, like people work here. Like that, I love that though, because like that is the misconception of Barstool. It's like, look at these fucking idiots. But like once you go see like the process, it's like, holy shit, like these guys are constantly going. Like even if they are sitting in the gambling cave or whatever, but you know, you're still working, still clipping, still doing something. It's awesome to see.
So when you started, was Bubba there?
Yeah, I worked with Bubba to start. So it was like,
so was he Bubba then, or was he Liam?
I think he was Bubba even before I started, but I don't know if that stuck like as much as some of the other nicknames. But I always just called him Liam. But I think a handful of people called him Bubba in the office.
Well, that was, if I'm not mistaken, that was because PFT was like, or somebody said you need a Bubba in your group, and then just started calling him that, which I don't know if we're going to have to cut this, but same thing with you, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't PFT or someone said we need a Pug, and then like, can I say your actual name?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, people know you or knew you as Evan at first.
Yeah.
But first of all, then another thing, why does nobody at Barstool want to be named Evan? You got Ebo, you got Double Vodka Don, you got Pug. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with that name?
I've joked about that with Ebo before. I'm like, we both could just go with our real name, but it's just tradition at this point. Yeah, that's how it started. It was Big Cat was telling a story about some guy, and this was like last summer, I think like last August. It was a guy named Pug Winkler, and he collected every college football helmet, like every college football in his basement, and his house sold for like $1 million more than it should have because he just sold all the helmets with it. And they were just telling this story, and they're like, this guy's name's Pug Winkler. And they're just like, Big Cat was like, we should have a pug. And like, who could be Pug? Who's kind of like short, stocky, like kind of looks like that. And then they just like, yeah, Evan's Pug. And I wasn't even there. I was like editing. They were in New York at this time. I think I was back in Chicago editing from there. And I'm just editing, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I'm Pug?
So you found out you're literally editing the pod?
Yeah, I wasn't there. So
that's amazing.
It was like 11:30 at night. I'm just editing, and I messaged our little production group chat. I'm just like, what? I'm Pug now? And there's all like,
that's awesome.
All right.
He's going through clipping the show, and has to message his boss. Wait, I'm Pug, guys? Like, he's like, I gotta change my whole fucking name. That's funny because I didn't know, like, as big a fan as I am, like, obviously, like, I was like, when the fuck do I first remember like him being on the show? But it was really just like all I remember now is Pug. Like, I feel like they've washed the Evan from my brain. It's all been Pug. But it was always Pug. I mean, it's so much Pug that you have, you know, if you look at Frankie's back on there, he's got a softball jersey hanging, you know, in due respect to your first year of coaching, the Pugs. So how did that start, and why are you the coach and not, you know, are you playing too?
No, first of all, I love your guys' backgrounds. That's I appreciate the effort.
Yeah, and again, not a jersey. This is the championship shirt. If you read it, just so I just want to make sure we knew that there was a 3-time at least softball champion. If you needed any ringers, we're good. But
okay, I'll keep that in mind for sure. No, it was basically just Max, and I think it was like Tom Lay, a couple of the guys. They were just starting a softball team. It was just going to be like just with them, and then I think they needed a couple more people, so they asked like Shane, Memes, myself, like, you guys want to be in it? And I think it was Shane said yes, Memes said yes, and then they were like at full capacity at that point, and they're like, oh, we're actually good now. But they're like, oh, Pug, if you want to be manager or something. And I didn't like, I'm not like the biggest softball guy, so like, you can be manager. I'm like, okay, perfect, I'll be. It just kind of like worked like that. It's like, sure. So then it kind of, I guess I just kind of took it in my own hands and just kind of like started photoshopping and like dropping lineup graphics and like all these graphics. And yeah.
Whose idea was it to name the pugs? Like you were the
Well,
manager.
once
but the
I
teammates just
became the
went with that?
manager, I don't remember who it was, but they were just like, let's be the pug. And it was like when the 99 pug shirt was dropping. So they were just like, let's do it. We have a uniform already. I don't know who
Right.
specifically said it, but in the group chat, they were just like, yeah, hell yeah, let's be the pugs. I was just like, yeah.
That's sick.
It's like that's all your graphics on Twitter too. If you click on your media, it's just all the lineups
Yeah.
and the final scores and shit all in that. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's what does well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Nummies.
It works.
Baseball graphics.
I mean, as far as coaches go at Barstool Sports, I mean, you obviously you get way more respect than you look at Coach Chris Clemmer out there for Barstool basketball. They're not the Clemmers. I mean, they got the pugs already in Chicago. So you're a respected coach as far as I can see.
Yeah, I'm honored.
No, but I put here that the Barstool basketball thing, I love that series and stuff. Like, when are we going to get a Barstool softball documentary? I feel like we got to get that going. I know it's, maybe you might not want your entire lives on the internet. I get that, but I promise you people will be tuning into the pugs. That's for sure.
Yeah, I was trying the best I could do with the media coverage, which is basically me just like snapping a picture before every game. But then during the game, I have to I had to like fill out the score graphic and all that, like the actual softball card. So I was actually like during those games, I was actually like doing stuff. It's not that it's like that hard, but I was doing like the score stuff, and I couldn't really like whip out my phone and get too many videos. I tried a little bit to capture some moments, but it just never. Like I tried to get a Max home run and him like sprinting home, but I like whipped out my phone too late. And it was
well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like we can't put it on you. You're the manager. We got to get a film crew out there like the Barstool New York guys have at the basketball games. You know what I mean?
Sideline reporter, all that.
I agree.
They got who does sideline for Barstool basketball is
Vibs.
What? Yeah, Vibs. Yeah. You guys definitely got the bodies over there. We saw that with the dingers. The other night. Were you there? I actually didn't see you there.
No. I was editing a vlog, I think. But I was still, they came back all like sweaty, like out of it. I was just still at the office. It was funny.
Now, when you are coaching those softball games, does it bother you that Shane always shows up with tuna salad for everybody and like no one eats it?
Shit, does he?
That's what I keep hearing. Yeah, like he always shows up with a big thing of tuna salad for the whole team, and yeah, I don't know. It is weird because he doesn't eat sandwiches like you guys have spoke on before. That was just a quick Shane question.
He keeps it. He probably keeps it. He probably just eats it in the corner real quick.
That seems like his style. Yeah. Shane does love tuna salad. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about the pugs, so I got to ask these two: best and worst player. I want to see if you'll answer.
I mean, Max is a beast. He just
besides Max.
His swing is incredible. I'm not gonna lie. I was a college baseball player, and I was watching that home run stream, and I'm like, all right, yeah, dude, this guy was definitely he was a ball player.
His peak male athleticism.
I'm trying to think. Mook is really good. We bumped Mook up to the first spot later in the season because he's a great leadoff. He was like reliable leadoff guy. He would get on. He's nasty at shortstop.
Mook seems like the guy because he is athletic, even though people like give him shit for like whatever the hell they want to give him shit for. When he was even the home run stream, I could tell his swing was so light. He's probably one of those guys I imagine that just bloops it right over the people's heads for hits all the time. Is that why you moved him up? Yeah. That was my game. I was Mr. Power Hitter when I played ball in high school and college, and then I became a softball player. It was just bloops over the second baseman's head. Just get on base. That was it. So
yeah, we're gonna have to bring you in.
I hit dingers. If you need some more power in the lineup, let me know.
Well, we were only allowed to hit 2 home runs a game, dude. So you got to be strategic with that. So
yeah, true. Well, our rule was I was in military leagues. I don't know what yours is. It was 1 up. You could be 1 up on the other team. So like if we hit a home run, you had 1 home run and then you could hit 1. So it's technically 2 up. But yeah,
right.
You had to wait till they went out to hit another one. But softball was a shit. Military all world, 2 Vegas tournaments, no big deal.
Is there any rule on home runs in your league?
It's not rules on home runs, but I think the first it's like a 7-run mercy for each inning. So it's like the first 4 innings you can only score up to 7.
There's a cap.
Yeah, and in the last like 2 or 3 innings it's unlimited. So.
Yeah, is it? Wait, so is this? This sounds. The people are gonna hate us. They got mad about quitters. They're gonna get pissed off about grown men softball talk.
I don't think so.
Oh, you're right. It's probably more relatable.
Quidditch is fucking crazy, dude. This is
yeah,
awesome.
true. And so is it like one of those leagues that like there's a tier, like like there's a B league and an A league? Is that how it works or no?
I think it's just one, like just men's league. Yeah, it's like the Chicago intramural softball, whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's like other people who are more like
there's all different kinds of fucking leagues. You can get into like the 12 to 6 is probably what you're playing, is like the ball has to go from 6 to 12. There's rules where like the ball has to go at a flight level from 4 to 10 feet, so they can throw it kind of faster and it's more on a line. And that's when you get like some of them knuckleballers, or you'll get softball pitchers that'll go up there and they call it juking. But like they'll pump fake like 5 times and then they'll throw the softball and it comes in like a knuckler, like all fucking crazy, bro. There's some guys I've seen in Vegas that are throwing like curveballs with a softball that'll fuck you up. It's like, what? How are you doing this underhanded? But no, it's impressive stuff. But why haven't you taken your softball coaching prowess into the college football landscape? Like, people are wondering, why is Memes and Jerry behind Coach Doug's and not, proven softball coach Pug? Plus, I mean, the rhythmic there alone, Doug's and Pug, I feel like that goes hand in hand.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I could get in the mix, but I mean, the tough part, and this is breaking news, but the second season of the Pugs, they did a summer league for the softball team again, but it's on Thursdays now instead of Tuesdays. Thursdays are kind of my busier day, editing PMTV and then doing the show and stuff. So I'm actually might be getting out of the coaching game.
Wow.
Yeah. At least for the summer.
Wow. Silent partner.
Yeah. So it was like it was a whole thing in the.
Have you considered an advisory role? You guys just interviewed Mike Vrabel, who's more into that, behind the scenes, keep up with the action and give him advice. Have you considered anything like that going forward with the team?
Absolutely. Yeah. Would definitely do that. Just more of a consultation type basis. Just
let them know. Like, check out the
ideas are rare, but it's just there's a lot going on. So
the name can't change, right? Like, it's going to remain the Pugs. I
think that's TBD.
Wow, honestly, I'm kind of heartbroken.
Yeah, this would be devastation if this is the end.
It is on me because I
feel like this is like a Blake Bortles interview we're doing right now, where he just retired. Wait, what? We just talked about doing a live documentary on the team. Now you're stepping down.
These are shit content. He just lied to our face. He said he was going to keep you in mind, Frankie, for his next season. There's the next season. He was never going to think of you again. This is bullshit.
I just said just for the summer.
I say fall ball, man. Fall ball.
It's not just like you said, Vrabel. He's coming back.
Okay, true. That's a good point. You spoke on you're getting more involved with other shows, or maybe not more involved, or you're starting to learn like more shows since you've been a part of Barstool. Are you involved with like other shows other than PMT? Because I know PMT's got to be a massive job, but I know that everyone, like, when you're in the office, it's kind of an all hands on deck thing. So how's that work for you? Like, what's the day to day for Pug?
It's pretty much just PMT, just because PMT has its own workload of just there's always something going on. There's always like interviews to be edited, or we're doing a vlog, or we have guests, we have shoots, we have stuff that's kind of all hands on deck. So it's been pretty minimal helping out with other shows, to be honest. But the day to day, is that what you asked?
Yeah.
So it's like Sunday. We'll edit, if we have an interview, obviously edit the interview, edit reels and clips, and then edit the actual podcast. Mondays are more chill, and then Tuesdays are kind of like, again, all hands on deck, like edit interviews, the show. Obviously Tuesdays is when we record, so Tuesday's just kind of like an all day, because every show every like interview that we do, we're also like editing reels, clips, stuff you see on TikTok and all that. And then Wednesday is kind of like clean up from Tuesday, and then Thursday is also like an all day.
Yeah,
so that's usually when we drop the PMTVs on Thursdays, which I kind of like chip away at all week, and then Thursdays when I finish it, and then do the show stuff after. But shout out memes, Max and Shane. Like it's an all hands on deck. Like everyone, like memes will edit an interview. Like if I'm busy, like it's team.
Yeah, I mean, I just realized you're literally just giving us your only free time right now. So thank you for that, because Jesus Christ, I just realized you're a Sunday through freaking Friday guy, man. That's
for the breakdown. I got you.
Yeah, well, hey, we told you we were going to be on your ass about it, because when we met you in Chicago, you're like, there's just I got editing and whatever, and I was like, well, we'll just keep on it until you say yes. So
right. I was trying to work the in-person angle at that time too, so that was part of it. Now, there's something curious you didn't mention there, part of your day-to-day. There was no mention of Mr. Pear, who I feel like people are forgetting about because we're in the dog days of summer. And is it harder on you with Mr. Pear because Shane's allergic to turtles, or is that
Yeah, we keep Shane like 4 rows away.
Yeah. I just know he can't be near the turtle. But how involved are you with the turtle?
What was that question? Sorry.
I said, how involved are you with the turtle? I know it's like memes, baby, but
it's mostly memes, and I mean, since we're there every day, it's pretty much just like someone feeds the turtle. We'll do
you guys sit
maintenance
close
every
to each
now and
other.
then. Yeah. Mr. Pear's the boy for sure. Mr. Pear's right behind my and Max's desk. So it's mostly memes feeding him, occasionally me or Shane or Max. And then we'll clean out his cage pretty frequently. And it's basically just food, water. And then the only thing is on the weekends, because like no one's there. So we kind of like trade off. Like I think Max or Memes is going today. I went last Saturday. So it's just like, I kind of wants to give up 30 minutes on their Saturday and go feed Mr. Pear. So it's
right. And clearly you're busy. Yeah, you're busy.
Yeah. Today I got stuff going on.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Pear, gonna have to wait. Shit, there was something in there I wanted to just double off of, and I fucking completely blanked. Whatever, doesn't matter. Moving on.
Yeah, well, you mentioned Mr. Pear, and the fact that Shane doesn't wear green is such a weird thing because turtles are green, but it is what it is.
Shane only wears Chargers blue, I think.
Yeah,
Chargers,
probably
that's right.
Yeah, that's actually what I heard. That's why I said I heard he just doesn't wear green, and I was like, that's a weird thing, but
it'll be like a random Tuesday, and he's just rocking like a Manti Te'o jersey or whatever. Not Manti, the dude who played for the Chargers.
Yeah, Te'o didn't he?
Yeah, Te'o
was Te'o. Yeah.
And that makes a lot of sense because Shane made up his girlfriend too.
Damn it! I let you say it. I was gonna say it, and I was like, I don't want to cut him off.
Going in on Shane. I love it.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because Joe Burrow comes away from that interview after Shane tells him off camera that his hair sucked and shaves his head. Like, that's nuts. That's the craziest one to me about Shane, is like Shane tells Joe Burrow that off camera right after PFT compliments him. It doesn't make any sense. So, but I'm not a Joe Burrow fan anyways. He looks worse without his hair. So thank you, Shane.
Shout out Shane.
Yeah, there you go. Anyways, that's enough about Shane. What, Frankie, you have a question?
Yeah, no, I was saying, speaking of crazy things in PMT, I had here, what was like the craziest or like most memorable thing so far with your PMT time that you've since you've been with PMT, the most memorable or crazy thing that happened, I guess.
Damn, that's tough.
I know. I always put people on the spot. And I'm like, shit, dude. If people ask me this, I'd be like, I don't know.
How long have you been with PMT? Just a prior question.
It's been like, I started like March of 2022. So it's been like 2.5 years, which I think people don't realize that too. They're like, you just became Pug like 6 months ago and you like just joined the show. Like I've been with the show for a while. Damn, that's tough. I think
while you're thinking, I saw someone on Reddit was like, that Pug is just Evan, right? And I was like, wait, what? Like I was just like, wait. That's what made me get into this whole thing with Ebo and everything. I was like, wait, why doesn't any of the Evans want to be Evan at Barstool? So,
yeah. I think just the grit weeks were cool. I've only been on the one grit week last year, but it's just cool. Like we're just kind of doing our thing, editing or like filming, whatever. And then people just coming up to them nonstop. And it's like, since I was a fan of the show before too, it's like, that's obviously I'm doing stuff, whatever, but just seeing like a casual fan come up and like being so happy to meet them and just like knowing that I'm a part of the process. I think that's just very cool.
It's got to be humbling.
I was a fan before. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Is grit week or chill week?
For what? The
If
better
you had to
week?
pick.
I think Grit Week. Grit Week's a
Okay.
little longer, and you're kind of like traveling around more, so there's more to see. But
Yeah,
I'm
I guess
excited
Chill Week
for
was
this.
more like a Grit Week too. It's what it seemed like, at least. You guys were
Yeah,
just constantly videoing and working and doing shit nonstop. They said they never chilled at all, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, pretty unchill.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was very cool to see.
The way it sounded is like you guys did like 1 million interviews that day. Just
Yeah,
fucking ripping them.
we still got to like take in Tahoe and like enjoy it a little bit, but it's just besides that, it's just chipping away. Oh, did you freeze? We're good.
No, you're good now. I'm good.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
Good.
Sorry.
Yeah. I froze for a second. No, you're good. Mine is going in and out for some reason. I'm watching my my Wi-Fi thing go up and down.
Yeah, you're
but that's
a little
fine.
blurry, but
Is
we
it
can
true?
see ya.
Is it true that Shane only got the job because he was the boyfriend of Max's girlfriend's room? Like when Max slept with his girlfriend's roommate, that like Shane is her boyfriend. That's how it all happened.
I'm not entirely sure, but yes, absolutely.
Perfect. It was either that or he's PFT's son, Chris, and that's been the long bit the whole time.
I love the Shane stuff.
I probably wrote more Shane lies than anything else. Like that. I was just telling Frank.
I told him, I was like, I'm gonna throw like one in there.
Pug. Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna throw one in there, and then he's like, "Oh, here, this is what I got." I was like, "Jesus Christ, dude, how are you gonna pepper all these in this interview?"
It's funny that they're all kind of like semi-believable.
Dude, I'm learning from my mentor Nick Turani, with just Danny Conrad's just losing his mind and daily with all this stupid little shit that he makes up. You could just see Danny when he comes on the yak and stuff. He's like, all right, what did Nick say about me now? Like, just tell me what it was. Like, so.
Yeah, Danny Conrad falling upstairs and Shane won't ride an escalator. They're a lot alike, so it makes sense. Frankie has a game for you. I don't know if you're ready to get into that, Frankie.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm good. I think I asked all my questions, so I think we could do that if you're ready.
Let's do it.
So the game is called Do You Know Pug? So basically, it's a bunch of different dogs.
Okay.
And you're going to have to tell me what other dog besides a pug is in this dog. Does that make sense?
Oh, man.
How'd you make it?
What?
How'd you make it? It's a how'd you make it thing. How did Pug make this pug?
So all these dogs have Pug already in them?
Right. So first one, like that.
Okay, I got this one.
Beagle?
Yep. Gotta be.
Bingo. I don't have my noise set up, so Jonathan, you might have to post it or just
There you go. Gotcha.
All right, next one.
Oh fuck.
Boston Terrier.
Attaboy.
Shit, he's 2-0. I would have missed that.
I actually am like, that just looks like a regular pug to me.
Frenchie.
Bang.
Yeah.
Oh, the regular pug.
Yeah, come on.
This dog is sassy, dude. This guy's a beast.
Does he actually have Pug in him though? Look, Chihuahua?
Chihuahua? Yeah.
What do you think, Jonathan?
Oh, shit, it got me. I don't know. I don't think it's hairy. I'd probably say Chihuahua too, but there's something weird about his fucking big head. Like it's round.
I just thought the name was awesome. It's a muggin.
Wow.
A muggin.
He
He is muggin too. Yeah, he's got
dude,
that big
sick.
muggin ass head. Yeah, that's a great name for that pug right there.
All right, couple
Mean
more.
muggin.
Look at the mug on that pug.
The ones I picked were the ones that I thought had the coolest names or the funniest names or whatever. So the next one here.
I didn't know that like any dog compared like mixed with a pug, the pug just gets mixed in the name.
I mean, either. I just realized that too because I'm not like a huge dog person. Like I don't have a dog or anything. So looking these up, I was like, oh shit, these names are sick.
We're learning pug. What is this one? Oh, that's Frenchie.
Yeah, I would say Frenchie too.
So what do you think the name is?
Fug.
Fugly? No.
It's a frog. It's so weird, dude.
That's awesome.
All right, last one.
That might have to be the new softball team name.
The frog.
Yeah, that's true. Frogs. All right, last one. That's just you
that's
in the NFL.
skinnier. Yeah.
Because you look like Josh.
I thought
Allen
I was
to me.
fatter, Josh Allen.
I don't know, dude. All of a sudden I was looking, I'm like, damn, he looks like Josh Allen. I'm gonna throw that in at the end of this thing and then put the pictures next to each other. Dude, you guys have like the same nose and shit. It's really crazy. Chins and everything. I was like, wow, that's pretty
Yeah,
good
I mean,
there.
that's a lot of like, yeah, people commenting and all that. So it's just like, you're Josh Allen. I'm like, I guess I've gotten that, and then like middle school, Big Cat.
that works. Dude.
No, I was going to put you in the middle and then Big Cat and Josh Allen on the two sides, and I was like, I don't want to bring a Big Cat into this, but it's funny that you mentioned him right after, because I was going to just say that was like the what's it called? Something child, whatever. Big Cat and Josh Allen, Pug.
Yeah, I mean,
The bastard.
I'm fine with that.
You call him is Pug their bastard? Is that what it is?
Oh, I was going to say like love child. Yeah, I think that's
There
what I
you
was
go.
going to say,
Love
but
child.
I didn't want to, you know. I don't want to put any more rumors out there.
Man,
We've done enough.
bro.
We've done enough.
I mean, everything you said about Shane was true so far.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
no, I didn't
rumors
mean
there.
Shane. I was just talking in general about like.
Oh,
different
right.
things.
Speaking of Shane, he won't go outside if he sees stratus clouds.
Yeah, that's
Fucking nuts. That guy
He's
afraid
always
of
saying that.
rain that much. Yeah, he fucking hates stratus clouds.
Shane's the man.
Cumulus Nimbus, though, he's in.
Yeah. I don't have anything really else on my list here. Again, you were like, most of our research ever on the breakdown is LinkedIn, and you were impossible to find on LinkedIn.
Yeah, you're a
I don't know
ghost.
if you
Really?
have one. Yeah, all I found was I looked up who is Pug PMT, and the third result was your old Twitter. I thought it was weird that you had like I think what you created a new Twitter in like 23 maybe.
Yeah, no, I created a new. So I had my old Twitter, and that was just my regular name, obviously. And then I
Right,
actually
bleep it
lost
out.
access to it. I lost like I had to recover with the email, and like it wouldn't let me back in. And that was like when the Pug stuff was happening. So I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just make kind of like a Pug Twitter, and then Then I made that, and then it was kind of just joking with Max and memes and Shane of just like, I'll just keep them simple, and I just started signing them Pug, and that's once they found that out on the show, that's when they made me start saying Pug after everything. Like once they found out that I signed my tweets, they're like, you have to do this now. I was like, fuck.
Oh, so you started that. You started your own sign off. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know why. I just kind of did it.
Yeah, but now hearing 99 Pug, if we don't hear that, then people are like, wait, where the fuck? Where was the Pug? Where was like that's the comments. If you say 99 and there's no Pug, then the comments go off. So, yeah. The sign off. Yeah, you put yourself in a bind there. Do you think Max is ever going to win the lottery ball?
I mean, he has to eventually, right?
You would think so, but I mean,
I actually offered him 99 a couple times. I offered to lend it to him, and he was like, "No, I can't do that." Like, I guess people thought people would come after him, but I tried to lend a hand.
Yeah, What are you, 4-time winner?
Yeah,
4 or 5?
yeah, I think it's 4 or 5.
I'm pretty sure it's because I think 25. That's my number. I think we got it 3 times.
right.
Yeah.
I tweeted.
I think it's
out.
4, but I think it's 4 because the fingers on the Pug freaked me out, and I was thinking when you get 5, you should still have a thumb, but then 5 fingers.
Yeah,
you know, like
keep the thumb down. Just add
keep the thumb down, but add one more finger to the side.
The AI generator gets weird sometimes. So I put Pug holding a lottery ball with 4 fingers up. You get some weird. Sometimes it takes a couple.
What AI are you using?
It's like Microsoft AI.
Oh, it's just the Microsoft one. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Bing or whatever.
Yeah. So sometimes it takes me a couple tries for it to not look really weird with those.
I tried to do one when Fasoli was trying to pick his college team. I was like, let me just see if I can get like North Carolina Fasoli jersey like in an AI image to make it look cool, so that he would be like, oh, that looks awesome, I should be that or whatever. And I put it in, and dude, it was the most like it said like north, and then it was like, you know, it was like all the like the words weren't lining up and shit. I was like, whoa. I was like, no wonder people can see all the differences when it's like AI shit. It's funny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird.
that's
You put like a name in there, and it'll just spell like one letter wrong.
Right.
Like,
It's like
for
you
no
put
reason.
I literally put North Carolina, and then on the jersey it said North. It said North Orth. It was like North and then ORTH again. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was just the weirdest. But anyway. All right, man. Well, it's Saturday. I don't want to take any more of your time. I don't think we got any more questions. We appreciate you being on.
What kind of
Oh,
pug
there
is
you
that?
go.
That's a Pug's cousin.
Okay, there you go. He probably does have some. He probably does have some pug in him. But yeah, as Frankie was
we all
saying,
have a little pug in us.
well,
That's right.
pause.
Little dog. in us.
Yeah, that I yeah, a little dog in us. There
Pause.
you go. Yeah, I'm the next Frug, Mug, whatever new version of pug I'm glad we got to learn
I'm
this.
Frankie.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
Frug.
You can be Frug. Yeah, I'm glad we got to get to know this pug. You know, I'll try to bleep out any of the former name that we use there. But we appreciate you coming on. You know, shooting the shit with us. We're playing our pug game. Whatever it may be, we appreciate the grind that you do behind the scenes for PMT to get that show out and really like motivate us stoolies to try and be involved. But yeah, thanks a lot, Pug. We appreciate you, brother.
Of course, appreciate it, guys. 99 Pug.
It's the Barstool breakdown. Go ahead and give it to me. Breakdown. Let's listen to those guys. Breakdown. What's happening at Barstool this week? Breakdown is more time.